Today, I'm going to be going over how we can help Harper World melt acquisition costs and scale ad spend with direct response ads. I'm going to be giving you behind the scenes access to the step-by-step strategy we use to scale that ad spend and lower CPA. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name's Adam Taylor. We manage over 1.5 million of Meta ad spend monthly using our ad creatives and media buying techniques. And I'm going to give you behind the scenes access here to how we help e-commerce brands grow. So first of all, let's break down what we're going to be going through today. So here's what I've included for you, the exact ads I would make for Harper World for your brand as if you were my client. So ad creative audit, so it's a 10,000 foot overview of your current ad creative strategy. We have in-depth creative research, so I'm going to be showing you how we can actually get these results by using in-depth research to make ad creatives that resonate by finding out as much detail as we can about customers. Customized ad creative strategy, so how do we actually translate this creative research into a strategy? Custom UGC scripts, selecting UGC creators, so I've actually gone ahead, I've selected what UGC creators would work with these scripts, which is very, very important. If you want to get good results, you need the best UGC creators that match your ICP's taste. We have editing your ads, so we need to edit the ads to match your ICP's taste, very important. And then scaling your ad spend. So how do you take all of this information to continue scaling ad spend, continue reducing CPA month on month, and that's by analysing the ad creatives every single day, every week. I'm going to show you how we go about doing that as well. So first of all, let me break down some case studies before we get into it. So Coverland here, May till October 2024, we can update that to November now. So 120k per month revenue is when they came to us. Then now they're doing 1 million a month in revenue, scaled ad spend from 16k per month to 200k per month whilst doubling ROAS. And you can see here, there's a chart. ROAS started at less than 1. We're consistently hitting 2 now. It's a very, very good case study. Cadena Jewelry started working with them at 116k per month, scaled up to 200k per month in revenue whilst reducing their CPA in the first 30 days. Uplavelse.com, a Swedish brand, scaled the ad spend from 1k per day to 4k per day almost over a 90-day period whilst reducing their CPA as well. So first of all, we're going to be going through my findings on your current Meta ad creative strategy. So some previous ads research here. The UGC is not loading, but we can see here we've got short form GIF and short form motion graphic. So this short form UGC, is really, really powerful. You can see it's asking the questions which are the pain points of current previous failed solutions, and this is the same here. Good copywriting, which I think makes all the difference, and this is going to grab your attention and this is going to grab your attention as well, which they both do really, really well. So after searching through the ads, I found that short forms are the most common, and this suggests to me that these are performing the best. The major problem that I usually find inside ad accounts is lack of creative diversity, and whilst I don't think your ad account is terrible for this, it could definitely be improved. So these two ads have been active since July, which suggests that they've been performing really well for you guys. This shows that your customer responds well to visually engaging content that's both informative and aesthetic, which is really important because it gives you a good understanding of what your customer likes to see. And then also these questions are really, really powerful as well, as I just touched on. So the UGC in the ad account looks like a decent attempt, but missing some key points I'll get into on the next slide. Overall, it's clear that you've got specific formats that are producing for you, but I think there's money left on the table at the minute, which I'm going to get into. I noticed some improvements which could definitely bring in extra revenue for you. I'll go into details on them on the next slide, and this is an overview of what we're going to go through. So the creative diversity, the volume of ads, UGC ads, static ads, GIFs and short forms, high production, the structure of your ads, using direct response techniques, hooks and awareness levels. Let's get straight into it. So how we could improve your ads. First of all is creative diversity. Now this looks like a lot. That's because it isn't easy. So there's no quick tip or quick trick. You need to know this information if you want to be getting results in your ad account. So first and foremost, this is an issue I see in the ad account. At the minute, you only have UGC and short form ads. This is a problem because these two ad formats will only be pushed in a specific way by Facebook. By this, I mean that Facebook detects the format of your ads and it uses each ad differently. Now, if you look at the frequency on your ads, you will see this inside your ad account. But one thing that you're missing is static ads. Although you might think there's not much point having static ads when you have the short form ads that look almost identical to static ads but arguably better, there is a point because Facebook treats them differently. To expand, static ads are more likely to be bottom of funnel ads that get shown to your audience over and over again to help them convert. This is just how Facebook works. If you check the frequency, the number of times that one person sees your ad inside your ads manager, you will see this. Static ads tend to have, and short form ads tend to have higher frequencies, and they get shown to people over and over again. So short form ads are likely to be bottom of funnel, and middle of funnel ads. UGC usually floats across everything really. Of course, there's outliers, but this is what you can expect. And that doesn't mean that UGC ads can't convert someone. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is each ad is part of your hypothetical Facebook ads funnel. So because you don't have static ads, that means that your Facebook ads funnel is lacking. And if you did have Facebook ads, you'd convert static ads, you'd convert a lot more. Your ad account simply isn't as efficient as it could be. I imagine that your short form ads are your best performers. If you started out building more UGC ads, static ads, and even more short form ads to cater for a wider audience, the performance of all of your ads would improve. So think about your Facebook ads funnel. Top of funnel, you have awareness ads, you have high production ads, you have explanation videos. Middle of funnel, you can have UGC. Bottom of funnel, you can have static ads. And each of these are interchangeable. That's not set. You don't need to have each of those for each one. They can all ad formats can play a part in the funnel. However, just think of it like that. You're trying to get as much traffic into your funnel as possible, and then you want ads that are going to convert the people. And that's by answering their objections. That's by using different formats. That's by using different messaging. So it's very important that you get that right. As well as this, each of these formats can be broken down further by their style. So currently, you don't have much variety in style when it comes to UGC, which means you're only targeting one niche of your potential audience. You just have that organic style where the creator talking to the camera. So if someone in your audience doesn't resonate with that, then you're just completely cutting them off. As identified above, it's clear that your viewers react well to clear messaging and aesthetic visuals. So these existing UGC ads aren't going to cut it. Why not use what we already know is successful in your top performing short form ads and combine this with UGC style of ads? This is certain to attract that target audience. So what I'm touching on here is building from your winning ad creatives. You've got your winning ads, you know what works. Let's try and transform them into static ads, into UGC ads, and make even more winning ads. As I said, you're completely cutting off a whole bunch of potential customers who won't resonate with these ads. However, you're doing a good job with the short form ads since you have multiple different styles such as motion graphic, UGC, and high production. Facebook's ad technology is super smart and it learns who's interested in your ads, so your ads will create a flywheel effect where it'll only deliver your ads to certain people who already engage with the ads. Now, I'm sure that you already know that, but it's good to reiterate. Now, people can get ad blind, very similar to Febreze nose blind, but with ads. So if they're used to seeing one format of ad from your brand, same colors, same style, maybe same UGC, same static ad, same style, they'll just scroll straight past it. So that's why it's good to have a mix. What you're doing currently isn't terrible, but you need to have a wider variety of creatives. You're leaving money on the table. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's crucial after reading this you add a variety of UGC and static ads into your ad account ASAP. This should be as well as what you currently have. The results of this will be that your ad account operates much more efficiently and you make a ton more money. Finally, there's one more style of ad that could be added, and that's high production ads. More specifically, fake podcasts are super cool, and this is something that's pretty rare, so it's a golden opportunity to stand out from your competitors. And I'll dig into this more on the next slide. The first objection that people will have at this point is protecting my brand image, which I agree, it is important. You need to reflect your brand in your ads, but you've got to make your ads right, and it's very, very much possible that you can do this while maintaining brand image. You just need to make your ads right. Next is volume. So volume negates look every single time. So with every single one of your ads, you need more volume. If you're looking to scale on better, you need volume of ad creatives, because you could test 5 ads a month, or you could test 25 ads a month, and you've got 5 times the chance of finding a winning ad, and that's just how it works. So if you're serious about scaling your ads, there needs to be a priority. If I was running the ad account, I'd be adding new creatives in weekly to try and find winners that scale consistently. Once we find the winners, double down on them, more volume, squeeze out as much as you can out the winning ads with iterations, new creators, new hooks, chopping and changing the style, and new music, speed it up, slow it down, doing anything you can to get as much out of the winning ad as possible. 100% recommend that. And then once you've done that as much as possible, build in from it with net new assets. So UGC Ad Concepts. This is very important because UGC ads are the backbone of the majority of our clients' ad accounts, as they serve a wide variety of people, and there's so many different ways that you can frame them. So I'd like to see a wider variety of concepts inside your ad account. Creative diversity is important on a high level with different ad formats, and it's also important on a smaller level within each format. So you've got UGC ads as a format, and then within that you have concepts which are a kind of leg off UGC, which will be things like UGC mashup, educational, unboxing, product demo, problem and solution, get ready with me, hauls. So all of these concepts could work really well for you. I'll break down the strategy later on, but it's important that this is another way of having creative diversity, which Meta are so heavy on at the minute. We've spoke to account reps and account managers, and they've been pushing creative diversity. And that comes from breaking down the formats, the concepts, the messaging within, the creators, everything. The diversity is going to help, and each single ad will get treated differently by Meta's algorithm, by the ad account. Now, the UGC ad structure. So a lack of structure I found within the UGC ads, and there's a couple things that we like to do. So we like to have organic ads that you've seen that you're doing at the minute, but we also like to have the structured ads to make sure that we're making ads that resonate. And here's an example of what's been really effective for us. Problem-based hook, failed solution, product intro, benefit, social proof, benefit, and call to action. So you're probably thinking, I don't want super long and robotic ads, and you're right, 100% you are right, but each one of these points in a framework can just be a few words, can be used loosely, and it shouldn't be so rigid that they end up 2 minutes long and like ChatGPT wrote them. So make sure you're touching on each of these. This isn't some kind of rigid thing. You need to have the organic ads as well, but in some UGC ads, test this framework style, because you've got the problem solution product that you want to be able to make ads that resonate, make ads that talk about the problems, make ads that your customers are going to feel like you're talking directly to them in terms of their pain points, their emotions, their desires, and they show your product as the vehicle to get them there. Now, direct response UGC scripts. So the lack of structure that I mentioned kind of ties in a little bit with the lack of direct response scripts. And this can go with static ads as well, and also the GIFs and short form. What you're doing is good for the organic style, like I mentioned. However, I'd recommend adding to that with some scripts that are designed specifically to make certain people act. So you've really got to dig deep into pain points and show your product as a solution, like I just said. Now, I know you're thinking, I don't want salesy ads. Of course, no one wants to be sold to. However, if you use direct response effectively, you're helping your customers help themselves by highlighting their problems and your product as a solution. So it's not salesy, it's helping them to be able to help themselves, because if your product is high quality enough, you will be doing that, which I know Harper World definitely is. Now, doing this will help you attract and convert more, because your ads will appeal to your ideal customer. Although your scripts will be more narrow, it'll be appealing to your ideal customer, so you will get more purchases because of this. UGC shot selection. So I think the shot selection could improve with some of the UGC. Now, that short format that I showed you earlier had very good shot selection. But in some of these, I'd like to show pain points more and desired outcome, because of this product is solving a pain point like skin irritation, sore skin, the relief of taking off the ordinary bra after getting home from work, for example. This will help your ads resonate more. So showing the sore skin, showing the relief and stuff like that. It sounds small, but it can really improve the effectiveness of your scripts if you are talking about a pain point and showing a pain point at the same time. because it allows people to visualize it. And again, you're making ads that resonate. That's the goal. Now, one rule I like to have at my agency is ensuring that every shot reflects what's been said in a way. So it doesn't mean that it's got to exactly, follow exact timing. However, it's a good rule to have. Is what being said on the script by the creator being reflected in the shots as well? Very important. If you can get that right, then it improves the likelihood of making those ads that resonate. UGC creator variation. Now, I love this. I think it's going to be important for you guys. Testing a wider variety of creators will be able to help you optimize the type of person you need in your ads. There's a chance you might have tested it already, but you only seem at the minute to be using younger women as your creators. Some ideas for female creators, if you haven't tested this: older, younger, moms, plus size, small size, less attractive, different ethnicities, different demographics, attractive, two friends together. Loads of different things you can test. What we like to do at the agency is recreating your winning UGC ads with 10 different creators and 3 to 5 hook variations. So get your winning ad and simply use a different creator and completely replicate it and make hook variations, of course. Now, you'll find some ads that scale, you'll find some ads that don't perform as well, and you'll be able to see what creator performs best. And then it's a good test, and you'll probably find it very surprising, and you can kind of optimize things from there, and from that information that you get, make new ads with that creator and just build off something. So it's another angle to go with, and it's another understanding that you can get of your target audience. Now, poor hooks. Now, your hooks could definitely improve by being more targeted and attention grabbing. So I love hooks. This is a huge focus at my agency. It's important that they're both of these things. I'd recommend having more short, punchy hooks targeted at the people you're trying to attract, because it's going to grab their attention right away. So we like to qualify in our hooks, because you could very easily have an epic fail at the start of your video and get 80% hook rate. But you'd ruin the ad, as Facebook would then keep showing this to people who like epic fail videos, like 13-year-old boys like me when I was younger. So that's why it's very important to qualify as you write your hook, because then it increases the likelihood of getting the right people watching your videos even more. So the hook rate is the number one aspect of your ad to optimize first. Obviously, you're optimizing for purchases, but in terms of getting things right, you want variations of the hook. You can very easily optimize to turn a 30% hook rate into a 60% hook rate, which means double the people are going to be getting past the first 3 seconds, which literally doubles the chances of making a sale. So you can very easily double that on the back end, on the front end, to 60% hook rate. Very hard to double your conversion rate on a website from 4% to 8% or whatever it might be, or 2% to 4%. It's hard to do, but doubling on the front end, it's much more easier, and that's why you optimize from the front first. So at the minute, your UGC hooks don't draw in enough attention. For example, hi, I'm packing for Italy. So I mentioned before, I'm always on the lookout, and I've been wearing the same item. So they're a little bit long, not very exciting, don't target the audience. If people know about your brand, that if they've been on your website already and they see Harper World at the top, then yeah, they might watch this. However, for top of funnel ads where you're trying to convert heavily for a new audience, it's not going to be as effective. However, it can be effective for the organic style because it's got a purpose there, 100%. So I'm not saying these are terrible, but they've got a purpose, and then targeted hooks have also got a purpose. So the best example is calling out a pain point straight away. It works the best because you're attracting the right type of person who's going to be buying your product. For example, question: if you're sick of dealing with uncomfortable bras that dig and pinch all day. Close up of a bra digging into their side. She releases it and you can see red marks. Statement: stop settling for bras that leave you uncomfortable and restricted. She's stood wearing a Harper World one with traditional bras in their hand and dropping them on the floor. Now you can see how these are qualifying people, because if there's a man watching this, then he's not going to carry on watching. If there's a man saying, watching this, hi, I'm packing for Italy, then they might continue watching. All of these, they might continue watching. Testimonial: I was so done with bras that were uncomfortable by noon. This is a UGC creator sitting at a desk and messing with their bra uncomfortably from over their shirt. So all these hooks targeting pain point of uncomfortable bras, and there's so many different examples, and you get so creative. You want it to really stop the scroll, but again, targeted, not stopping anyone, must be targeted. Static ads. So the short form ads in your ad accounts are clearly performing well. These short forms can literally be turned straight into static ads. Your longest running ads stand out because they communicate clear, concise messages that resonate with the audience's needs. And we need to transfer this style over to statics. So I think any ad that we can create that balance between functionality, inclusivity, and emotional appeal will perform. So I'd also like to see a wider variety in there. So trending and meme style ads like iMessage conversation, Google searches, iPhones and stuff like that. Some more examples, what I think you should try. Offers. So of course it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday week right now. So offer statics would be huge at the minute. Also any kind of first time deals, special offers, discounts you have throughout the years. Statics ads are the best for this. They're quick and easy to make. There's not much commitment with them. Go Canva and they can be turned around in a few days. Us versus them. So highlighting your benefits versus your competitors or your customers' previous failed solutions. We have before and after, so showcasing the transformation or improvement of wearing the product. Problem and solution, so presenting a common customer pain point and positioning the product as a solution. So you can literally call out the target audience again. And this kind of ties into the direct response style we were talking about. Short form ads, so you seem to have them nailed down. You have plenty in there, but the only improvement for me would be building from what you have. So there's 2 ads that have been running since July, which are both short form ads. If these are, definitely performing well, which is pretty certain, I'd really like to see you squeeze the most out of them by making several variations and iterations. Also like you to test some strong call to actions on your short form ads, rather than just stopping abruptly. Give your customers an extra push to get them across the line. So you can add urgency, scarcity into the CTA. For example, mentioning free shipping on the US orders over $75, mention $13 off your first orders or free returns. It's just anything extra you can put at the end of your ad for people who are still watching, who aren't sure, to push them to make the click to go onto your website. Now, awareness levels. This is something that we are heavy on, and it also ties in with really nailing down your target audience, because you've probably heard of bottom of funnel, middle of funnel, and top of funnel ads. And it's kind of cliche, but there's definitely truth to it, as I was talking with the Facebook ads funnel. And I'm adding this in because it's made a huge result here. Understanding your customer's mindset is the key to making them convert. So the messaging that you have inside your ads is super important, depending on each individual. And you can see here from breakthrough advertising, there's 5 levels of awareness that I'm sure you probably know of. To get results, you should be catering for every awareness level. So if you can speak to every level of awareness, your ads will be more catered for specific individuals. So once you find that winning angle, the thing is, it's not just one individual, the likelihood of it. If you find a winning angle, there's hundreds and thousands of people who have this same problem. Some people might be completely unaware that they've even got the problem, and they're just ignoring it subconsciously. They just ignore this problem. People will be aware that they've got a problem but don't know that there's a solution. They know solutions exist but not your product. They know your product but aren't convinced, and they're ready to buy but just need that final push. So once you find your winning angle, if you can begin building out ads that go through different formats, different concepts, and then also different awareness levels, then you're going to be building out the perfect meta ads funnel, because you're going to be making ads that talk to people who aren't even aware of the problem, to people who are ready to buy. And this is going to be your offer statics. And you can see what we spoke about before. So they know your product but aren't convinced. So that's going to be kind of explainer ads where you need to show the benefits, listicles, 3 reasons why. Solutions exist but not your specific product. They know solutions exist. That's going to be us versus them ads, comparing your product versus competitors, talking about previous failed solutions, talking about competitor products that don't work. They recognize the problem but haven't found a solution. Again, it's going to be explaining the benefits and giving you some more awareness around what your solution does. And then with unaware, if they don't know they have a problem, a lot of education here, explaining really digging into the pain points and showing what the problem is and explaining how that affects their life. Now, that's all the previous ads. Now we're going to get into the research, because research is the foundations to success with ad creatives. So I've broke down understanding your market into 4 key pillars. We have previous ads. So this is reverse engineering your winning ads. So everything inside your ad account is data from your customers. So you need to use this information to create new ads, to create new theses that you can build off, you can test and learn from. We also have customers, which is arguably the most important, kind of ties in with previous ads for me because it's very similar. The previous ads is your customers' feedback when you think about it. So mining customer reviews, Reddit forums is huge, and I've always loved Reddit forums, but recently it's gone up in value for me because I found some absolute key gems on there. So go on Reddit, search, well, I'll give you a tutorial later, but yeah, Reddit. Google searches and community comments to extract information about your customers and their emotions. This is huge as well and really powerful for us. We have brand USPs, so analysing your brand versus competitors to see what you do better and how you can leverage that in your ads. Then we also have competitors' ad strategies, finding out what's working for them right now and taking inspiration, what hooks they're using and stuff like that, just getting inspiration for your ads. So review mining, I'm not going to read each one of these out, but below you can find out information we have extracted from your customer reviews. This is an important part of the process as it gives us information on your customers and then will give us that ability to create ads that resonate with the marketplace. And I've said that a million times, making ads that resonate is the goal, and whoever makes ads that resonate the most wins the customers. So we can see we've broke down what customers like and what customers don't like. We will use these in the ads. Both parts are really important. A lot of advertisers will just focus on what customers like. However, if you can focus on what they don't like about previous failed solutions, about your ad, about your product that potentially you've now fixed, about your customer's product, then you can use these as objection handling methods, and you can use these to create common enemies, which is going to be huge for you, because if you can create a common enemy, it gives you authority, it gets people on your side, and it's going to make you money. So we broke it down into customer emotions. So we took all of this information, broke it down into different customer emotions, such as pain points, because you can handpick these and create loads of different angles around them and use them in your ads. So these are customers' feelings about the market as a whole, not specifically Harper World's product, which is very useful. So you can use this in your ads to answer the pain points, make ads that resonate, show your product as a solution to get them to their desired outcome. So yeah, we've gone through pain points, we've gone through desired outcomes, main unique value proposition. So what is so good about Harper World? Unique features and benefits, uncertainty and perceived risk. So this is a good one. What was stopping people from buying? So another way that you can achieve this is by going onto Shopify, finding your top customers, creating WhatsApp groups with them or email chains or whatever, and asking them these questions, asking them what was the uncertainty or perceived risk that you had when buying. Give them a gift, offer them 10% off or whatever it may be. Ask them these questions, make ad creative angles around it, because the odds are that many people are feeling that way. Pain points, desired outcomes, all this information, they'll give you so much on it. So definitely recommend that. So as I said, here's the community research that I did on Reddit. So Reddit is really important as it gives you a really authentic point of view on what your customers think about your brand or competitors. So I'm a pessimist, but I'm apprehensive about anything that is small, medium, large instead of actual sizes. And then that's very, very good point, because I know on Harper World that they have the size guide thing and the quiz to get your right size. So very important that a lot of people will probably be having this feeling. If you are doing SML, then definitely recommend handling that objection in the ads. Now here you can see that someone watched a YouTube video from an influencer and then came over to buy it. So which is super cool because you can use that as a hook. I kept seeing this influencer trying this and I decided to try it too. It's a hook idea right there, and it shows you how powerful Reddit can be, and you're getting authentic points of view, so you're not just making stuff up, because one person did it, many people have probably done it as well. And then someone replied, that's the exact video that prompted me to take a look. Okay, I've been bombarded with Harper World ads on Facebook. I've even watched one with her on, and I'm totally curious and hooked. So that's another great hook there. And then you can see questions. So have they ever tried it? Does it work? What size are you wearing? So a real authentic testimonial would be perfect here. Literally use this screenshot and turn it into static ads, turn it into UGC ads, and answer these questions. And then we've got some here. Has anyone tried the ads? Are they supportive for large chests? So very, very good information there. People are concerned about whether it's going to work for them. They've probably got previous failed solutions. So one of the biggest comments that kept coming up is questions about sizing and supports for bigger women. Also, people are curious if it can be supportive enough to mitigate back pain, which is huge. So you can see people getting great opinions. And if you work within the brand, you know these things. But if you're just marketing and you're trying to get these little, these little nuggets that you can use in your ads, then it's honestly amazing. So it's definitely something that needs addressing in the ads. Someone came right from your ads to ask Reddit about the sizing. After getting bombarded with your ads, they still had questions. So this is something that you need to be addressing in your ads, whether it's in one of the ads, you should be addressing the sizing, whether it's a static ad, because they've been bombarded, but they've still got questions. So the ads aren't really getting enough people to click, because of course these questions would be answers on the website, but for some reason they've decided to come to Reddit. So it shows you that you would want to be answering them in your ads as well. Also found some failed solutions, having wires snap after a few months or skinny straps digging in. And a couple of comments mentioned they came from an organic YouTube video where a woman was trying them on. This backs our idea of the get ready with me /hauls concept I recommended earlier, which is super cool. So we can try and use that concept because people are really resonating with the YouTube style of things, which is of course very organic. So if you can turn that into a UGC ad, this can be effective for you as well. Now, brand research, we basically tried to establish why your brand is better than your competitors, and we take all this information and leverage it in your ads as conversion mechanisms to get people across the line. So free shipping over US orders over $75, always free returns, have a free find my size quiz, on the website, which could be mentioned in your ads to mitigate the sizing concerns. I think that would be a really cool way. They even have a find my size quiz. I found my size by using the find my size quiz. I think that's going to handle a lot of objections. Up to $25 off when you buy bundles, $13 off your first orders. And there's loads of specific stuff about this specific product, like reviews, the benefits, and like USPs that your product has, extra discount, which is really important when you are trying to make those conversion mechanisms to get people across the line and to get people to click and to buy. Now, competitive research, these aren't loading very well, but I took a deep dive into some of your competitors' main ad strategies to find out the ads that have performed the best for them. All the ads that were analysed had substantial runtime, which suggests that they're profitable, or at least they did well for them. And you can see that majority of ads that performed are pushing customers towards their online quiz, which I didn't see Harper World doing, so I would definitely recommend that. So there's a UGC ad here with AI voiceover, another AI voiceover, 3 AI voiceovers with decent runtimes, short form explainer video, UGC mashup, which I think would be very good, UGC. So lots of UGC explainer videos, and they're all going to quizzes. So these aren't loading very well, but when you do this, you'll get lots of inspiration for what you could be doing for your ads as well. Now, I think that's super creative as well. Now, translating this research into success, very important. Now we've done all this research, it's important that we actually use it in our ads and create a clear strategy. We want to use the research to come up with a strategy that hits all of the points below. So, clear concept, what type of ads are we making? Clear angle, who are we targeting? Clear goal, what are we trying to achieve? And within this, you'll have your target audience, your messaging. It's important because it allows us to recreate winners when we find ads that perform, which is so important. You've got that clear strategy. If you have a perform, let's say you have brief 1 performs, you come back to your strategy, you look at brief 1, what was the concept, who was it targeting, what was the angle, what was the messaging? Okay, let's do more of that. Very simple, but so effective, and so many people don't do it. Strategy. So based on all the insights that we just spoke about, we've came up with a scientific strategy. So creative concepts to test. So I recommend testing these initially. With all of them, we should test sending potential customers to the bra size quiz, as I said. So again, not loading, but we have UGC, problem solution. Of course, that will be massive. We have before and after. So transformations of previous failed solutions, now using your new product. We have the bra size quiz demo, so demonstrating how to use it, organic style, transformation again. GIFs / short form ads, so problem solution again, product demo, listicle, and I love this, explainer videos, kind of like high production styles with great copy, examples of how the quiz works. I think that's going to be really cool as well. Then static ads, problem solution, before and after, testimonials. So I think these are going to be really effective for you as well, and definitely want to be testing these in the ad account to build up that funnel. Now, in terms of the direct response scripts, we spoke about the structure, and there's a structure that we like to use here. We like the organic ones, as I said, but we're going to be focusing on the actual script writing, because the organic ones are, of course, more organic. You need to lean on the creators a little bit. There's not much that goes into them as much. Of course, you want the nice music, you want the good text overlays, but for now, we're going to focus on the scripts in this video. So UGC Brief 1, the angle will be a woman wearing the wrong size bra and a quiz demo. And it's going to be, of course, women aged 25 to 35. And I really like this. So we've gone for a simple framework here. Hook, intro, step 1, 2, 3, and 4, because it is a demo, 3, and then call to action because it is a demo. So script, FYI, 80% of women wear the wrong bra size. There's a huge chance that you're one of them. So this is really powerful because it uses a number, a percentage, which gets people thinking, it hooks people in, it's qualifying people, and then it's also making people worried, okay, I could be one of these people. And if they do have this problem, then they're 100% going to be watching. Now, I'm not going to read out each step, but someone talking to the camera, switch to a clip of her struggling with a standard bra. Now, thank goodness Harper World have this new fit quiz that literally changed my mind on bra fittings. It's so easy, it took me less than 2 minutes. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and then call to action. It's literally that easy. Run, don't walk to harperworld.com and find your perfect fit. So very simple, short, sweet, but as I said, the biggest objection was sizing. This answers the sizing issue. This is getting people who might have watched a previous ad, but they're unsure on the sizing. They've got objections. This is going to answer the objections, get them onto the website, which is ultimately where you want them. Brief 2, again, short and sweet. So transformation with an AI voiceover, wearing a strong bra without sacrificing comfort, age 25 to 35 again. So UGC creator walked into their bathroom with their bedsheet over their head, can see the regular bar. So me wearing regular bras, and then transformation, me wearing Harper World soft, no foam, no wire bliss bralette. Harper World make bras that give you a lift without sacrificing comfort. The material is so soft, it literally feels like silky sheets on your skin. I literally forget I'm wearing one. Make the switch to Harper World today, get $15 off when you buy 3. So really powerful. I love this script. I think it could be really effective for you guys. Again, AI voiceover, like we saw, the competitors doing really well. It answers the objections, and I think it could be powerful for you. Then the final brief is UGC Brief 3, and it's 4 reasons why, and it's going to be talking about the angle of comfort. We've got a pre-hook here where it has a text overlay with no script, and then it goes into the rest of the brief, the rest of the script. Feel free to pause this, have a little read through of it. I'm not going to read it all out, but it goes into 3 benefits. Then the 4th benefit is handling the objection of the sizing. Then the call to action, which is a soft CTA, which I really, really like. So take a pause, see what you think. Now, UGC creators, very crucial to me that we've got the right people representing your brand. Therefore, we have a diligent creator sourcing process and allow you to pick who's right for you. So we have the creator vetting process. So product creator fit, metrics, experience, look and feel. All of these are so important when sourcing creators. And if you don't get one of these, then the creators aren't going to perform as well as they should. And that means that your ads won't perform as well as they should. So definitely recommend screenshotting this. If you're ever looking for creators, make sure they hit all of these and don't skip them. Make sure they hit them because it's worth it, trust me. Now, creator examples, I'm not sure why this is so small, but depending on your criteria, we'll source and manage various creators. So here's some examples of good UGC creators we've used in the past, which I think could work. So we've got Tammy, we've used a few times, very good creator. Maggie is UK based, who's got us very good results in the past. We've got Sarah, and she's a mom, so it'd be great to test that demographic as well. I think, obviously, depending on your criteria, you might want to test moms, older women. That kind of needs to come from you based on who you know your target audience is, looking at Facebook analytics and seeing what the age range is for people buying, and then basing the creators off that. You could also test men as a gifting angle during Q4. That will be massive. And then finally, we've got Alexia, who's a great UGC creator as well. Now, editing your ads. So it's very important to get the ads and edit them in a way that matches your ICP's taste, or else you will ruin the chance of them resonating again. We have a checklist here that we like to run through, so I'll take you through it now. The hook is visually engaging, including text overlays. So have the subtitles, but also have a text overlay on screen that calls out your target audience, because then from 0 frames, 0 seconds, you're calling out your target audience. The hook is high tempo and fast paced, but clearly explains benefits. So a lot of people, they make high tempo and fast ads, but then the benefits get diluted and people won't be able to understand them as much because they have pops, bangs and whizzes and stuff like that. So you want to make sure fast, high tempo, but you still got it clearly explained benefits. The hook is eye-catching, short and punchy, cut to different visuals every 2 to 4 seconds. The subtitles are engaging and adding value in some way. The subtitles are correctly positioned to be cropped to 4:5 in the safe zone. I see a lot of ads falling for that. Visuals on screen match what's being said. We've gone through that. When using music, the beat is edited to ensure the hook flows into the rest of the video. And when using music, you've considered the ICP and their taste so you can relate to their music and or it will catch their attention. So you really want the music. It can have a huge effect on the performance, and I've seen it at my agency. We've tested loads of different styles of music, and using some trendy music. We used, I'm not going to say the song because it'll get rinsed, but we've used some great music in the past, and it really makes a huge difference. So just make sure you're testing trendy music. Now, scaling your ads. So once you've produced the ads, you've done all this theory, you've done the hard work, now's the time to make the money. So we've got a few ways of testing ads, but before the ads are launched, we've done the theory, as I said. After you've launched, you've got the market's feedback. So it's very important to take the feedback and optimize from here. So start optimizing from the market's feedback. Stop going off your thoughts and theory once you've got the data in the ad account. Or, of course, always test new things, but the main lever you want to be pulling once you're finding winning ads is using that feedback and building from it. And we do this with clear targets and creative analysis. So the optimal meta account structure, we like to have 2 campaigns, testing and scaling. Now there's many ways you can do this. Some people do it in 1 campaign, 1 CBO. At the minute, this is still the most effective way for us. So we have a testing campaign, which is where we're going to be testing new ads. We have a scaling campaign, which is where we're going to be putting winning ads and scaling winning ads. And we name the ads clearly based on the concept of the ad name. You can potentially split these campaigns by country depending on your target market. We've seen that's very successful in the past. Now, this is our testing framework. So we have ABO, 1 ad set per creative concept and product launch or collection. All the variations of a specific concept are in the same ad set. And then use only your proven audiences to test creative. So usually no targeting, maybe put some guardrails on to exclude audiences and let Facebook do the targeting. Now, I know there's some people who are going to be CBO crazy and they're just going to be saying, I'll just use 1 CBO campaign. Honestly, the difference is minimal from my experience. Whether you're using ABO, whether you're using CBO, I honestly find it is the 80-20 rule. The creatives are the 80% and the 20%, 100% important and definitely important to get right, but it is the 20% optimization. This is the second campaign, will be CBO. Some people use Advantage Shopping Plus campaign, which is cool as well. Graduate the winning ads over and copy the post ID. Continue scaling the testing campaign, but scale this one too. Now, in the CBO, you can use one ad set, or you can group ad sets by products if you've got multiple SKUs or you've got multiple collections. It depends on the volume of ads, and it's hard to have one size fits all, but this is what we've been doing recently most frequently. And that's it. Keep it simple because simplicity scales. So continue scaling your testing campaign. Just because it's called the testing campaign, it doesn't mean you shouldn't scale it if you're getting winning results. I see a lot of people say, I'm going to test these ads for 7 days and then turn them off. Test the ads. If you find winning ads, continue scaling them because you want to make money, and add your ads to the scaling campaign as well. However, continue scaling the testing campaign. Just because it's called testing doesn't mean that you should cut it off. And that's it. As I said, simplicity scales with this. Don't make it too crazy. Don't have multiple campaign structures. Get the basics right. Your testing campaign, your scaling campaign. You can even group them into one if you're more confident doing it that way. And find what's right for your business, because as I said, there's no one size fits all. This is just from my experience. Now, meta ad column setup. So you can see here, this is for analyzing creatives, by the way. So this isn't for media buying. So we break it down into 2 sections: amount spent, results, cost per result. That's is it working? Sorry. So that's genuinely all that matters. So this is all that matters. Are you making money? Are you making money with the ad creatives? Is it a good cost per result? Are you getting results? Then on the right hand side, we have why is it working, which goes into the softer metrics. Now, the reason that I'll say this is for ad creatives only is because for media buying, you're going to be looking at things like cost per add to cart, cost per initiate checkout, looking at the percentage rate between each one of those to see where the drop off is for your full funnel metrics. And it's definitely important to be looking at that stuff to optimize and see where you're getting people drop off. But again, for media buying, all that matters is these first 2 columns again still. And that's because that is what you're optimizing for: purchases. This can help you understand the ad to be able to reverse engineer them, to be able to put new hooks on and iterate on winning ads, and maybe try and save losing ads if you thought that they had a better chance but they didn't perform. You can look at these soft metrics, see what it was that wasn't performing, and potentially make some changes, add a new hook on it. If you've got ads with super high hook rates, you can take those and put them onto ads with lower hook rates that performed well. And you can do lots of stuff with the soft metrics, but again, this is what you're optimizing for. So I'm not going to run you through these. I know that you already know them. I know that you know most of these already, but the only ones I'm going to run through is hook rate is a custom metric on Facebook, 3-second video plays divided by impressions, and hold rate is through plays divided by impressions. But feel free to pause this if you do want to look at the setup. Sometimes we put ROAS in there as well because it's an interesting metric. But again, we optimize to get someone to buy our product for the lowest cost possible, and then ROAS looks after itself. So why is this important? So this is important because you want to find winning creatives, and to do that, we need to find winning angles and concepts and then double down on them. So it's very important that we have 10 out of 10 creatives. And this is going to allow you to build a scalable system inside your business where you know what ads are working, you know what angles are working, you keep pumping ads out on a regular basis, and this is going to give you the ability to increase the amount of ads you want at a click of a fingers, and also continue scaling ad spend and reduce CPA month on month. Now, the next steps, if you want to use this document effectively, you want this audit done for your brand, and you want to get these results like you saw in the case studies, and you want consistent ad creatives, you want to lower your CPA, you want to scale ad spend. If you're doing over 50K per month, I will do this full audit for your brand. The creative audit, the media buying audit, which will obviously, I can get access to your ad account or use your ad library, so then I wouldn't be able to do the media buying side of things. And if you're doing over 50K a month, I'll do it for you. Just book a call and we'll go through the details and we'll go from there. If you want more information about how I do this research, then I've made a video where I break down my full research strategy, the literal internal guide that I use at my agency. Feel free to check it out. I'll put it up on the screen now. I'll speak to you soon.